Now, input is one of the biggest challenges that virtual reality is facing today, and wearables will be key in solving this. Linda Franco, co-founder and CEO of Machina, is our next speaker who will talk on how Machina is creating an immersive physical feedback made up of mesh body vibration and haptic game controls, which allows users to immerse themselves into a virtual environment and become more emotionally involved, furthering the interaction between the gamer biometrics and the game's adaptiveness. Please join me in welcoming Linda Franco of Machina to the stage. Rocket.
Thank you. Hi, my name is Linda, and I'm co-founder and CEO of Machina. Now, before we talk about Machina, let's talk about wearable technology. Wearable technology, we've been blown away through the past years. However, it hasn't existed just lately. It has existed decades before. Our true inspiration started in the 80s, from Back to the Future, of course. These were wearables that were actually wearable. It's crazy to think that 30 years have gone by and we still haven't gotten that amazing self-drying jacket. In Machina, we design functional and intuitive clothing. We embed sensors in a seamless way, all with the objective to do a certain functionality for the clothing. One of our most famous products is called the Midi controller jacket. This product consisted, for you that are DJs or musicians, was having a Midi controller embedded into the jacket. So this jacket was perfect for DJs, dancers, producers, because it allowed them to make music with their body movements. Something that's also very important to us is go completely mobile. So it's completely wireless, and our Midi jacket work with a mobile app. That was for the first couple of years. In my team, we're obsessed with gaming. Sometimes in late nights, we start doing some battle changes among us. But then a couple of years ago, I traveled to Korea and I tried the Oculus Rift for the very first time. I must say, I was truly blown away. I'm sure most of you were as well. If not, we wouldn't be here. My first question, the Oculus at that time, the CEO of Oculus Korea asked me, what did I feel like? I felt dizzy, I was very confused, and I felt very disoriented. I thought it was only myself. But then I realized that it was not only myself, but other people felt it as well. And that is because your head and mind are traveling to someplace else where you are not going to. Now, virtual reality is something that's not new either. In the 1950s, we saw this as the first immersive experience, and it was a machine at Brooklyn and an arcade, and it was called a Sensorama. So how it worked was that you would sit in this metal seat and you would start feeling air blowing to your face and you would have this vibration sensation, all with the idea to replicate that you were riding a bicycle on the road. Sounds exciting, wasn't it? We've always looked to have another immersive experience, go into another world, touch what is untouchable. That's what virtual reality is all about. And if it wasn't enough, in the 80s, Kevin Kelly used to do these experimentations with other virtual reality enthusiasts by developing these certain kind of platforms where you could walk in this virtual world. Of course, this technology was way ahead of its time, but the idea was there, and it was clear, and it was that you wanted to bring your body completely into virtual reality. These are some examples that were out there in the 80s, with gloves and no preen bodysuits, to have that full immersive experience that wasn't quite there. After seeing all this, that made us think, where is my body? Because at the end of the day, virtual reality is all about that full immersive experience. We are the ones who are providing that experience. That's when we developed OBI, which stands for Out of Body Experience. Now this is a glimpse of virtual reality, the glimpse of Mars through the eyes of virtual reality. This is a really exciting image to see. But what sense does it make if you can't actually feel what it is like to be there? And this is what VR looks now today. And poor little Emily, little does she know that she has been tricked into virtual reality promise. And that's a big broken promise. And that is that she's not having the full immersive experience. And if it wasn't enough, she's playing in virtual reality with a Stone Age technology being the controller. So that turns out to be a complete barrier to that experience. With Obi, we want to provide that head-to-toe immersive experience. Today, we have our different kinds of sensors, which you can try outside, that work in the form factor of a jacket. But down the road, we want to integrate our sensors into pants, to vests, to gloves, to shirts. The possibilities are practically endless. And our technology consists of two handheld controllers that you will have in your hands, at the palm of your hands, with the idea to eliminate that Stone Age technology being the controller. So you will be able to navigate through different kinds of platforms, and by being compatible with these platforms, you will be able to play the games that come within those platforms, all with a click at the button of your hand. We also have motion sensors all through the jacket, in the back, in the chest, and in the arms. This will allow you to navigate through virtual reality using your body movements. And our favorite feature will be full body haptic feedback. So whatever's happening in the game, you will feel it in your body as well. In this case, our demo runs that if you're playing a person shooter kind of game, you feel exactly where you got shot. We are currently in stealth mode. We're launching this year. In August, we are doing several kinds of events here in San Francisco where we will open our SDK to developers. We invite you to sign up on our website because we will be giving away OBs for you to test it out, get feedback, and start seeing other kinds of possibilities that can be done with OB. Thank you very much. I invite you to try the product outside. Thank you.